Welcome to the deep dive. Our mission today is to examine a very specific and honestly kind of intimidating spec sheet for the Hall Technologies HT-HV32 4K monitor. It's sold on HDTVSupply for like $1,650.
Which is quite a lot for what looks, on the surface at least, like a standard 32-inch display.
Right, exactly. But as we dig into the sources, it turns out this screen is actually a window into the hidden world of mission-critical commercial technology.
Yeah, because if you take a normal consumer TV and stick it in a 24/7 security control room or a hospital ICU, it's just going to fail. We're looking at a display built for continuous operation in pro AV environments.
So to understand that premium price tag, we really have to look at its physical endurance rather than just, the picture quality.
Endurance is literally the name of the game here.
Right. So it's a 32-inch 4K resolution screen at 60 hertz, but it features this IPS hard screen, anti-glare glass, and a guaranteed lifetime of over 50,000 hours.
Which is a massive number when you really think about it.
It really is. I mean, 50,000 hours means you could turn this monitor on today, leave it running 24 hours a day, and you wouldn't have to think about turning it off until like the year 2032.
Exactly.
I was thinking about it like comparing a marathon runner to a consumer-grade sprinter.
Oh, that's a great analogy. Your living room TV is a sprinter. It's tuned to look incredibly flashy and hit peak brightness for short bursts during a movie. But this commercial monitor is built for the marathon. It's heavily shielded and designed to run constantly for years without a single component melting down.
But let me push back a bit here. Most modern TVs have 4K resolution now. Is an anti-glare hard screen and a 50,000-hour lifespan really enough to justify jumping from a Best Buy consumer screen to a $1,650 commercial one?
Well, in commercial settings, consistency is everything. Think about the other specs you mentioned. The 178-degree viewing angles and the sustained 400 candelas per square meter brightness.
Okay, so it's bright.
Right, but it's constantly bright. Consumer TVs dynamically shift brightness and eventually wash out when you look at them from the side. In a hospital lobby or a control room, a screen literally cannot fade, burn out, or be unreadable from an angle.
Oh, I see. So if you're glancing up from a hospital bed, it has to be perfectly clear.
Exactly. And that IPS hard screen has a rigid composite layer built directly over the pixels. If someone bumps it in a busy hallway, the image doesn't warp and the pixels don't die.
Okay, so it can take a physical beating and stay on for 6 years straight. But surviving a high-stakes environment like a surgical ward brings us to, honestly, the most intimidating acronym on this spec sheet.
Oh, the certification.
Yes, the ICN 6060112 EMC certification. Okay, let's unpack this acronym soup. What does an EMC certification actually mean in practice for a monitor?
So EMC stands for electromagnetic compatibility. And this specific certification indicates that the monitor has two-way shielding.
Wait, two-way, meaning it protects itself and other things.
You got it. First, the monitor won't emit any interference that could disrupt, sensitive life-saving equipment nearby. And second, it won't short out or glitch when it gets blasted by interference from surrounding industrial gear or an MRI machine.
Oh, wow. That singular focus on security and reliability actually explains a lot about the ports, too.
Yeah, the stripped-down I/O is very intentional.
Because looking at the source, there are just 2 HDMI ports and 1 display port. There are absolutely 0 USB ports on this thing.
Well, think about what a USB port represents in an enterprise environment.
A huge vulnerability, right?
A massive one. If you have an open USB port in a public hallway, anyone could walk up with a thumb drive and inject malware or force a rogue firmware update that takes down the network.
That is wild.
Yeah, by completely dropping USB ports in smart TV bloatware, they remove the primary vectors for technical failure or cyber attacks. It does exactly one job flawlessly.
So for everyone listening, the next time you walk into a hospital, use a digital kiosk or even glance up at a sports smart TV, take a closer look.
You're definitely going to see them in a new light.
Yeah, because you are likely looking at this hidden tier of purpose-built technology that prioritizes bulletproof reliability over those flashy consumer gimmicks.
And, it really leaves you with a profound thought about the tech we buy for ourselves.
Oh, for sure.
We become so accustomed to consumer technology being built for planned obsolescence, failing right when the next upgrade cycle hits. What would our personal laptops and TVs look like if they were actually engineered to this 24/7, 50,000-hour standard of mission-critical commercial displays?